So, as people began to understand that I was able to use a lot of things that my guru had taught me to process information rapidly and very complexly, and then summarize it in something that um, would generate verbal statements in which actions had been defined that people could understand. I really don't think I slept very much at night growing up, and that a lot of people either thought I was already an adult or that when I became an adult I would be a very successful person. And things began to occur like when the Walmart warehouse burnt down. They refused to rebuild unless they could speak to me on the job. And in other contexts, this is less likely or less necessary, but something needs to be said to define why was I introduced, why was I involved, why was I looking at that rice burning uh, uh, railroad, and um, why do I understand that the idea of personal transport was only for like transporting people with musical instruments and such, and that ordinary travel should be done public transit. I understand that I was able to talk to I've had a Buddha lineage since I was about 4 or 5, and that I got from the grave of an animist. So those things happen. So it's outside of Buddhism. And anyway, I guess by the time I die, nobody's going to care about these things. But just as he could pass it to a girl because he didn't have a body, when I don't have a body, I'd be able to pass it, but nobody's going to care. But there's still the idea that we want to pay the Buddhas. We want to. Now, taxes in the U.S., they go to a lot of social care and all of that sort of stuff, but so much of that is going directly to the Catholic Church, who is not being policed. And they're literally sending it to pay priest salaries, regardless of how they acquired it. So when people like me become a little bit more expensive because I had to shut the windows because the cottonwood's in bloom, and yeah, that's money that's not going to the Catholics. They get pretty upset about that, and you should understand that colors their interaction, and they don't want you to start charities.